Hello and welcome to today's session of programming. And today we want to try out IntelliJ. And I've been programming with IntelliJ since about 2 or 3 years. And I really grew fond of it. I switched from Eclipse IDE to IntelliJ because it just felt much more responsive, much faster. And I felt I could do much more with it. So I tried a couple of different IDEs with vibe coding. I tried Visual Studio Code and, well, basically the CLI. That's the two IDEs, right? Yeah. All the other things were applications for using the AI, really. So yeah, today I'm really excited. Let's get right into it. All right. As usual, I have this AI RPG vibe fantasy adventure game, which only is our placeholder for something useful, but it's a fun little project, and I like to create text-based games, even though I'm not a great text gamer. Yeah, so we can see on the oh yeah, 1 second. Let's get to this one first. So what I bought to try this out is the AI Pro package because it seems really cheap. It's the same price as the GitHub Copilot. I don't know, light package or something. It's $10, and this one is €10. But yeah, it comes down to about 12 euros, which is perfectly fine for a month. But I'm not really sure what that buys me. 10 AI credits. It's like in-game currency, right? I don't know what that is, but maybe we'll find out. I tested a bit, but really not too much. Okay, so that's what I bought so far. And what it got me is this little AI chat window I have. And I can select my agent, which is interesting because I have Claude Code subscription, but I don't know if I can use it here or what. I am not really sure if we get into that today, but the main part for today is Juni, which is also by JetBrains and is supposed to be really well integrated, I think. And the first thing that confused me was we have a Juni area here as well. So I don't know what's really the difference between those two, but I guess we'll find out. We will try both and then see what happens. All right, I think I had some changes because last time I made some changes with GitHub Copilot where it added a Docker Compose file for Olama. We don't have to use it today, but this was my fallback, or was supposed to be my fallback, because last time, for some reason, I still don't really know, the OpenAI connection wasn't working. Okay, first of all, we want to see how the project runs so far. We are up to date now, last fetched just now. This is a Maven project. I'm using Maven because I'm really familiar with it, and I can do most anything what I want. So that's something very good. I don't have the Ultimate Edition of IntelliJ, because if I would have that, I think I would have automatically a configuration here, because this is a Quarkus project, as you can see here. but this doesn't really matter. I think, yeah, there would be some Quarkus configuration, and that's not included in the free version, but that doesn't really matter because we have a Maven project and we can easily do a Quarkus dev run. Yeah. So that should just run that application. We are using Liberica. Do I have something else installed? Not right now. Okay. Then this is fine too. Let's start it and see what's coming up here. While we wait for this to build, I had to tell you this because I saw that today. It was a post by the JCon team, and they have revealed their new shirt for this year to 2026, and it's like Tron themed, and I'm a big fan of Tron, so that is by far my favorite shirt of JCon so far. And I'll be there. I'll have a session. 10 angry comments later. I'll tell some stories about code reviews, teams, yesterday's code. Yeah, that it's basically about communicating with each other through code reviews, but in a productive way and in a way that everybody is happy, hopefully. All right. Yes, now this should run. Hi, Pedro. Right side M tab. Yes, I know this. Okay, in IntelliJ you have this M tab for Maven, and you can also type in your command here. But because I'm a lazy person, I love that you can create a configuration here and then just press play instead of inputting this one. Yeah, so far so good. But it's still building, which is pretty slow. But I think we can wait for it. Oh yeah, I just upgraded the JDK version. That's why I got asked that. All right, that looks good. Yes, and last time we added a little CSS into that whole game, which looks pretty interesting. Yeah, but where is the new game button? There should be a button there, but I guess it's gone now. But it looks really good, so that's bad. Okay, but that will be our first goal. Is it still here? It should be. It should be somewhere. Well, yes, this is the first one, and the second one is somewhere, but not where we can click. But okay, if we click submit, there we go. Okay, so it's down there where we can't even scroll usually. Yeah, great. And to show you the actual game, let's take Johannes again. He's mage. Begin that adventure. And then the AI through LangChain for J generates some kind of story. You have some stats there, some party members, but not yet. We even have a main quest that's pretty cool. And we have some default actions that we can do, or we can type in our own thing. And we can even save the game, but that did not work last time. Okay, so the game is saved. Wow, that looks horrible. And if we load the game, there are no games found. Okay, first thing we want to fix is the new game, save game, and load game button. And for that, we start with our AI chat. The new game, what's going on? Game button is too far on bottom. I can't. That's a pretty cool thing. So if you type in IntelliJ, I'm not sure if it works in XML. Okay. So if we type in here something, usually it gives a pretty good auto-completion. This time it doesn't. I don't know. Generate code, tap to review. No. Where are we? In some kind of interface. Let's write another interface for Gemini. Yeah. Okay. So we have a pretty good auto-completion, which is default by IntelliJ without any cloud AI. So that's integrated and is already really helpful. And what you can see here is that if I type, I still get this auto-completion in my prompt window. Yeah, I can't see it. Perfect. We are using the Juni AI. I think that's the agent. We can select. Can we select a model? We should. I'm not sure. Let's see what comes out of this now. Please sign in again. All right. How can I sign in again? I think I have to unshare my screen really quickly and fix the code. Maybe I have to put in some code or something. My license. Yeah, manage license. That's it. Refresh license. Okay, now we get that. Let's try it again. I'll show you in a second if it works, and if it doesn't, you just have to. All right, now it works. Okay, so what I just did was click on manage license, and it saw that I already have the license, and then I retyped in the command again. So let's see. Yes, default model is currently overloaded. To avoid interruptions, we switch the current task to GPT-5. You can explore available models here. Let's do that. All right. So here we have some configuration for Juni and which model it uses. But I would like to have some good model. I think Gemini 3 Flash isn't that advanced, is it? I'm not sure. But Opus 4.6 is the hot topic of the last couple of days, the last week, I think. So I want to try that one. And hopefully it's used. Okay, so it did some changes. Can we see what it did? Yes, very nice. Okay, so I have the the UI scaled to 125%, so you can easily read, which makes it a bit difficult here. We have a bottom row, yeah, immediately visible. Well, that seems strange, because the bottom row was somewhere before as well, right? Okay, it wasn't added to the main content, but it was visible. Whatever. We do accept these changes, but we don't have to click anywhere. It's just accepted if we don't roll back. I like that because that's one thing I wasn't fond of in Visual Studio Code Copilot, that you always had to accept these changes, and I didn't do that, so I always had these changes open. Yeah, that wasn't my style. If we are lucky, we don't even have to restart because Quarkus or Vardin sees that there was some changes done and we don't have to do anything. Yeah. Ah. All right. So this is just not really scalable, right? But it did not change our... Oh, no. Oh, okay. Yeah. I understand that now. Okay. So the AI added the buttons on top, which is all right, I guess. But as you can see, the lower buttons are not that great in view. Which brings me to my next question. Can we make a screenshot here and put it into the AI? Because I tried that with GitHub Copilot CLI and it did not work. Yes, image, great. The lowest row, I think it's input, right? Yeah. With custom actions is not fully visible all the time. This one is cool too. So in Copilot CLI, it's called YOLO, which I found really funny. So it's just the AI is just working without waiting for confirmation. And here it says brave, which I find also very cool. Yeah. What's this? Oh, we can attach some images. Yeah. All right. So hopefully this image will help the AI to find out what's wrong. Yeah, and I have no idea how much AI calls I have left until something collapses. Maybe that's somewhere in the settings. Junie. So this is the model. Guidelines. Ah, very nice. We'll have to look into that as well. MCP, we don't need those. And actions allow list. Okay, that's kind of a step towards a safe environment without being brave, as they call it here. Yeah, and then we have the AI assistant, which is different from Junie. All right, we have accounts, so I can select the ChatGPT account. I can select different agents, which is also interesting. So there's open code, Mistral vibe. I have to look into all of those at some point, but not today. Yeah, this is the JetBrains AI subscription. It's active. We could select another provider. We could even select a local provider, which I found very interesting. I also have to try that. Okay, I'm a little behind on my comments. So Pedro says, you're burning more credits by using AI assistant. It doesn't involve as much as the IDE for cost reduction. All right. Yeah. Hey, bro. Hi. And the AI button on top right shows credits. All right. We'll look into that. I want to get through the options really quickly. Yes, we want to that. Enable AI ignore. That's interesting as well. You want to? Sure. So I can select some files that are not supposed to be used by the AI, which could be something like credentials, right? If we have some credentials, of course, we have it in our git ignore, hopefully, but you could also ignore it from AI so it doesn't leak them somewhere or does something with it. That's good. Prompt library. So we don't have anything here. We can add something. A new prompt. All right. All right. Oh, now we have. Yeah, write documentation. All right. Okay, so we can kind of customize some actions here. Okay. Okay. Rules. Yeah. All right. Trusted domains. Yes. This is good. And enable insights. No. Okay. And now Pedro said AI button on the top right. This one. Yes. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so we already burned through a lot of them. Wow. So 10 credits is really not a lot. Let's see if we can get through all of them today. Where were we? So, yeah, we created the AI ignore. Yeah, okay. This is not relevant to us. Yes, okay, it changed the height, the min height, and it says flex grow. Okay, could work, I guess. We'll find out immediately. And these are really easy things. The next thing I want to fix is the load game. And I think there's a lot of stuff that we have to fix. Okay, Pedro. AI assistant works similar to Claude. Juni favors terminal and IDE integration. Yes, we want the IDE integration. That's what we're here for. We have some live reload, but it doesn't do anything. I'm not sure what's going on now. Let's restart it. But this change should really be auto refreshed. I guess this that doesn't matter for Vardin, for Quarkus. Let's see. Okay, so this is Juni in the AI mode, but Pedro said it might be more efficient if we are using this one. And I think so too, because this is supposed to be made for Juni for this AI. So what I want is, yeah, I'll show the AI our problem. Games can be saved, at least it seems like it. But if I want to load the game, no game is shown. Please find the bug, explain it, and then fix it. So we wanted to more explain the problem first. We don't need the brave mode. And I can actually already start that because this is running synchronously. What is it asking now? Can be saved. Yeah. Okay. Why would it need my permission? Well, run it. Next time I'm using Brave again. All right. This writes very slowly. Well. We'll get through it. All right. This is running now. And yeah, it seems it's better than before, right? I mean, we don't have to be fully responsive, but we shouldn't be relying on. Well, this is kind of responsive, but it's just vanishing. It's not going anywhere. Yeah. What do we? Well, no. Let's commit this one. Fix UI a bit. These are the best commit messages. It actually, I'm so used to using a GitHub desktop client. Actually, we could use Git from here as well, and then see maybe we can create some AI commit messages. Let's try that next time for our next commit. So what is Juni doing? It searches. Oh, we didn't initialize the project at all. Okay, Pedro says, for work, you would normally add as a rule, add units for changes and new features. Not sure what you mean by that. I think you're speaking of the settings that we used before, right? And there was this, yeah, there are these rules, and I guess we, of course, we could download some rules or write them ourselves to have some kind of structure that we want to follow or something like that, I think. Ah, yes, okay. And in the 3 dots, we can directly add it to the allow list. Perfect. Very nice. Yeah. Add similar commands. Yes. Whatever similar means here. No, but next time, like I said, we are going to be brave. So it's telling us every file that it's opening and examining. This is very verbose. I think that's just too much even. I like if the AI writes a lot, but so the speed of this is not that great. I don't know why. And that's what I found when I tested it out in a different project as well. And it's quite slow. I don't understand why, because there's a model behind it, and it should be as fast as any other AI. I don't know. Let's see. All right, yeah. What can we do while this is running? We could try another AI on another area. So if we use this, handle complex tasks, the selected mode requires a new chat. Yeah, okay. What could we do here? I don't know. Yeah, this one. So the CSS again. Bring that one. I can barely see the text. Quick actions. Oh yeah, all right. fix it. Yes, well, your next message will start it automatically. Let's go. I cannot. Selected model does not support images. All right. Install Claude Code. We already did install it, but I guess it's the plugin, Claude Agent. I don't have anything against the new chat window. That's all right, but I couldn't send it, but that was because of the image. So that's fine. And now it's doing some stuff. I wonder if I have to log in at some point or if it knows everything from somewhere. So Pedro says it's slow because you can stop it at any time, but I'm not really sure that's the case here. I mean, yeah, I can pause it and stop it, but that doesn't help me. I don't want to stop it in the usual work process, right? Well, maybe I want to abort it just because I see that it's going in the wrong direction or something like that. But I can do that with any AI. Add similar. Oh, Pedro says multi-tabs won't work. Is that really the case? Because it seems like we are doing that right now, but yeah. So one file updated. Great. Yeah, the label color should definitely be it. Right, maybe it doesn't work perfectly. Yeah. This is the style, that's fine. And this one is just still just thinking. It's thinking so much. Well, okay, it is a bigger task, right? It's not that simple. I wonder where we are. This is going down fast. Wow. 0 top up credits. What's that now? A fixed number of AI credits, which renews every month. These credits are always used first until fully spent. If you run out of before the renewal date, you can purchase. We can like add some credits ad hoc. Yes, please do what you have to do. Yes, and I guess if we are looking in the models again, there should be some note that says that it's using, consumes 2 to 3 as many credits as the default. So that's the most of the time that's the case with Claude. Opus is using a lot, 2 to 3, and Sonnet is using also 2 to 4. That's interesting. Opus 4.5 is fast for optimized version. So this doesn't, there's no mentioning of any credits. Maybe it's just really default credits. So maybe that's better for us. But it doesn't matter right now. Yes, edit. We should be able to see that change of the CSS already. And maybe if we don't, then we should call Control F5. That should reload everything. Sometimes that works. This is really slow as well. I don't know why. I know I'm using StreamYard to stream this, and this is using a lot of CPU, but it shouldn't be that much here. Well, yeah, like 15%. It's completely fine. But something else is not working again. Come on. Still, what is it doing anyways? I can't see the commands completely. So it's selecting strings where it says auto commit. Yeah, okay, it's checking if the game is really saved or if there is some transaction not executed or stuff like that, I think, which is a good idea, I think. I mean, we can look ourselves, but that would not be as much fun. And here we have the in Claude agent, we have this keep all again, which is interesting. Yes, and this is not doing anything. Well, well, well. Get style action drop down. Well, because I think it's using the wrong element. It's adjusting the wrong element. We don't have any drop down. Where do we have drop down anyways? Well, here we go. This is our Vardin combo box, and we have our label. And there we don't have any CSS. Is that true? Yeah, so that's probably the reason. Yeah. Okay, but this is not fixed at all. Action dropdown. Select action or oh yeah, it's this one. Okay. If we begin an adventure, then we have these quick actions, and then oh yeah, and then this is readable as well. So maybe that's not a bad thing. But here we go with the yeah. The CSS is not fully working here with the selection border. Talk to nearby NPC. Let's do this. Yeah. Okay, but it doesn't understand images. Yeah, if I would describe this one in a ticket or in an issue, I would definitely include a screenshot. So me not able to do that is quite bad. I mean, yeah, in Juni it worked, but not in Claude Agent. And I mean, I tried Claude Agent before, so we don't have to do that. We can switch back to Juni and we can look here. It's still running, still doing stuff. Still using all the credits. Oh man, okay. It's analyzing the database, I guess, and using H2 for it. Wow, crazy shit. Yeah. I want to make a screenshot anyway because that's just oh, and I want to see that border. So there are two issues here. All right. This is annoying. So it's looking for transactionals. All right, let's ask Junior again. 2 problems. One, first, there is white border, white thick border at the bottom of the window that only sometimes is visible. Fix this. And second, there is additional yellow border. If I just selected something in the drop-down menu, we don't want that. Okay. We want to be brave. We wanted to think more. Why not? And then code. This is really a code thing. Now, this is working and this is working. I'm guessing they will interfere with each other, but we'll find out if that's really a problem. Yeah. Okay. So Pedro says we should adjust the height of that window, I guess, but we don't want to fix that manually, or at least I don't. I want the AI to fix it for me. That's what we're here for. That's what I'm trying to find out. But this is going on. We could try something else. So these 2 are running. This is brave and just working. I like that one more. I would like to try this support for inline commands. So I guess, yeah, let's try add another case. Why this is in strings, ugh, I don't know. I hate that. Can't we change what? Why is this all strings? Come on. Well, where are they defined? There must be something where. Okay. Yeah. That's one of the big points for IntelliJ from my point of view. If you click double shift, this search window goes up and you can find almost anything in there for your whole project. And you don't have to think about what you are searching. That was one of the problems I had with Eclipse IDE, that you had to know if you're looking for a method or a class or a file. And here I can just type it in. So rogue would be a class. And this is all done in string. This is horrible. I hate it. But this is what the AI did. And okay, a new class would be barred, which is really cool. I like this one. We want to describe it. Yes. So let's see. Yes. Wow, that is cool. A cloud completion powered by AI assistant. Okay, so this is not the completion I was talking about where it's doing this offline. This is online, which is even more powerful than the offline version. Amazing. That is really cool. But now I don't know where I have to change that as well. So let's just look for the rogue. This one, we fixed this one. Let's see where this goes. Okay, string and backspace. String. That's the German pronunciation because it means Steuerung, which is control. And for some reason, a lot of people say a string to this specific command, which doesn't make really sense because it means Steuerung. Well, all right, that's enough of the German for today. So control and backspace. Backspace is 2 keys for me, which makes it difficult to do this command because I think it doesn't. Can we change this? So double shift again, and we say shortcuts. That should this one. And can we search for no? Okay. This should be a tool. It's not a tool, really. No, it's not a window. Key map. It's something with completion. Hi. Yeah, what am I programming was the question. So I'm programming a little AI game. It's based in Vaadin, running in Quarkus with Java, of course. And the basic program is not really relevant here. We are using also LangChain for J, just for fun, to get a bit of AI into the running application as well. Yeah, but that's what we are basically doing, and it just serves as a template. Right now, this is difficult, but I think I'm getting there, and I see these key maps. This is great. Yeah. Okay, let's go there again. What does it say? Well, it said something before. Now it doesn't. Yeah, okay. Tab to review. And it's quite good. I mean, this code was all coded by an AI, so I guess the AI is understanding that quite well as well. If you type at, it works even directly with AI, Pedro says. So we can try that as well. But this specific point is fixed. We want to see where the rogue is also called again. And I think we got this one. No, we have that one already covered. I think this one, we added the bod. Well, team members. Huh. So the rogue and the archer are the same here, the healer and the cleric. Are these even different classes? I don't think so. I don't think we have a fighter. Yeah, that's just a warrior. Interesting. So that's where what comparing strings get you, because you want to have a safe enum, enumeration where you have all your classes lined up, and not something like this. This is horrible. I just can't say that once again. So we type at and then AI, and we get nothing. Directly at AI. I don't know. Test. No, it doesn't do anything here. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Tab to complete. Nope, this is wrong this time. Yes, here we go. Here we go. So the bot has a strength, some intelligence, agility. What's the the charisma? Yes, that's the good thing about the bot. Yeah, all right. So we added a bard. Let's add this. This was not our task. Oh man, oh man. Okay, I wanted to say I want to try the Git integration of IntelliJ as well, because I usually don't do this just because I'm so used to this simplified version. So the GitHub desktop client is a really simplified version of Git, and you can't do everything that you can do in Git. So sometimes you just have to open the console somewhere, branch. That's somewhere you can open the command prompt for Git. Yeah, that should be it. And then you have to type in your Git command. But for most cases, this is just enough, and you can't do a lot wrong. That's what I like about it. Yeah. Okay, so what are the changes here? Exactly what we did. And if it generates a commit message, I suspect it should do something like edit bot as a new hero class. Perfect. Wonderful. Add branch names and set message styles. Yeah, that's cool. We want to commit and push. Hopefully I don't have to insert any credentials. 11 warnings. What about this? All right. We'll fix those. We want to commit anyway right now, because that's not what this is all about right now. Yeah. Okay, so let's switch to me in full screen again. I'm sorry you have to go through this, but there's really no other way. All right, I just log into GitHub really quickly. And if I am lucky, this works, but I am not. It still says logging in. Sorry for that slight delay. I'll do my best to get through it fast. Yeah. Okay, so now the pushing didn't work. 1 second. Yeah, okay. So I'm switching back to GitHub Desktop Client just for now. I have to look into that later on. Yeah. Oh man. Now I have this window open. Close it. Okay. Pedro, what? C easy is a stinker compared to Ultimate. Haven't used it in ages. Why? What's the big problem here? I mean, I'm using Ultimate for work as well, but I don't see many differences, to be honest. So feel free to tell me those differences that you see here. Now, we are done here. So this fixed supposedly these two issues we had. Well, that doesn't look good. We have run, and this is having some issues. Java compilation, what? Game view. All right, let's see. Maybe this Juni is finally doing something. No, it's still paused, but all right. But we'll restart sometimes that's the only option. I mean, we changed some Java code. Shouldn't be a problem, honestly. Oh, the GitHub plugin handles authentication for you. But I mean, I think it would have worked if I have my normal setup. Then it opens the GitHub page, and you can just allow the program to access your data. But sometimes, or in this case, it didn't work for some reason. Now, this is a bigger problem. Why doesn't that work now? It says it has errors, but it doesn't really. What are these notifications? Yeah, the push failed. Yeah. Okay. I see that. But the bigger problem is here. I don't see, because this doesn't look like anything failed. So I can build the whole project, and you do that by Control and F9 usually. Yeah, Control F9. And usually I have my hammer up here, but I think you have to configure that. So that's something you have to remember. But as with every IDE, at some point you'll get the hang of all the shortcuts. Lombok, what? Didn't want to do that. Exception in initializer error. Now, this is really strange. Because it says it has some errors, but it doesn't explain where. Sometimes a restart isn't that bad. Restart of the IDE in that case. But this is still working, so I don't want to stop it right now because I'm believing in this thing. Continue with the task. Yes, I'm glad you have noticed. You can either let it continue iterating or send a new message to refine the task. Well, start again. No way. I'm just restarting the IDE really quickly. So I'm using, what version do I use? Because I have multiple installed, and then this is a problem. So help about, and this should show 2025 3.2. So I'm closing the IDE really quickly and opening it up again. And if that doesn't work, you can clear the cache, what I find really cool, because you need it a lot. Okay. Auto recommendation of plugins like this would have triggered, maybe you should use GitHub plugin hotspot with automatic restart if it failed. Oh yeah, the hotspot plugin, there was something, I think. All right. And that's because you're taking a lot of time to do your input. Yeah, press continue in the text. I want to do that. I hope. Yeah, okay. So this is still open. And I use about 2 credits. And it's much higher. Okay, so let's see those. That's not the browser I want here. Let's use this one. Okay, question. Default break large. Yeah, that's probably a good advice for anything here. So when I use different AIs as well, it's always good to have to plan. So usually I go into plan mode, but this is not this doesn't have a plan mode. It has code and ask, but not plan. Because I like the plan functionality really a lot, because it thinks a lot, tells you what it wants to do, and it structures itself to do the tasks it has to be done in a useful way. And that's not what happened here. So yeah, I guess this is a very good tip. Use follow-ups and think more wisely. Yeah. I believe that. Use Junior and AI assistant in the same project, but for different tasks. Ask mode in Junior to collaborate better with agents. Brainstorm new features. Yeah, okay. Keep your guidelines. That's something I should do at some point. Yeah, but view in editor tab. What is this? Oh, okay. So if I want to continue that, I can't, right? I want to do that in Brave mode, not thinking a lot. Code, and then just continue. So I'm burning through all of these credits, but that doesn't matter. It's just for testing today. Pedro says reopen. I said continue, so should be basically the same. Sending LLM request. Well. But the reason why I restarted the IDE was because it didn't run anymore. So we'll try that again. Usually, at least the Maven builds, they run, even if there is something wrong with the IDE. Okay, a lock. That's interesting. I don't know that one. Who created this? See, now it's just going ahead. Wonderful. So the way it works with GitHub Copilot is you take 1 credit per task, which is a really interesting concept, I think. So it doesn't matter how long the task is running. If you just type in something once, it takes 1 credit, and it could run for a long time. It's still just 1 credit. But that, I think that's like making room for misuse, because you're trying to do really big tasks to just save money. Maybe, I don't know how people use AI. Maybe people don't care about money at all because they have so much tokens. But imagine if you're programming with AI the whole month through. I guess you have to think about the costs, really. Now, again, this does not work, and we can look here, and we'll see that there is nothing wrong, really. I don't understand what's the problem. This is perfectly fine. It's the right structure. Everything is fine. And I did not change anything. But maybe we just missed some semicolon or something. Well, that should be fine. We have this one, yeah. We added the bot here. That's good as well. This is rubbish. Oh, this is done. What was fixed by changing all record get calls to use uppercase column names. This resolved null pointer exceptions caused by case sensitivity field matching in Duke with the H2 database. As a result, saved games now correctly appear in the load dialog. That's amazing. Why? Okay. Here's the actual change. So yeah, I also don't like that these are just strings again. But now they are capitalized strings. That could be important. Okay. Beforehand it says feel, and now it doesn't anymore. I imagine that didn't change a lot. But we'll find out. What I really don't understand is why this is not working. Let's run a clean install. And not a Quarkus dev run. Prepare front end. This is already pretty far ahead. Now we have compile errors, hundreds of them, for no particular reason. Okay, let's see. What's the first error here? Compilation error. It doesn't find the symbol method get ID from variable MPC. That's such bullshit. And what really annoys me is that this is Maven who's giving us these problems and not IntelliJ. Okay. Okay, let's go to the save actions. I like those a lot because they help. But they are called something else by default. No, not this one. So if you are editor, is this auto actions, something like that? On save, something with save actions on save. This is the one. So yeah, we want to reformat the code, optimize imports, maybe not rearrange code, but this is all very good. So if we just change something and save, then these unused imports are gone, and that's very nice. Clear all agent memory. Well, let's leave it in, please. But still, something must have changed. Something drastically changed, and I don't know what. This isn't it. This is just optimizing. Okay. Update styles. Well, yeah. And then try to save, fix the save load problem. So we don't know if that works yet, but this is committed. Then we can really see what could be so wrong that everything is falling apart now. Yeah, there's really nothing. There's really nothing that could change it like that. So like I said, that's the real problem. Recheck your JDK. This sounds external issues. That could be a good idea to use a different one. So we have used this one. Let's use Timurine. It's a great idea. All right, so far so good. Let's try building in the IDE first. That would be the fastest way. Oh man, no, still the same. And I imagine we have the same error here as well. But sometimes if you build the Maven project, then problems in the IDE disappear as well. But sometimes not. Yeah. Oh man, is this annoying. One more thing, maybe. Let's try one more thing. I would like to try Visual Studio Code and see what that does. Maybe, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Shouldn't matter. But I want to try it. Give me 1 second. Here we go. This should be the right project. Yes. And now we have a terminal. Let's open up a new one. And let's zoom in a little bit. Zoom in. And then we can, again, say Maven Quarkus def. This should be the same. Otherwise, otherwise I don't know. So this is doing the exact same thing as, well, it's not doing a clean install, but it's just executing Maven. JDK versions mismatch, but we should have eliminated those if we're doing a clean install. Shouldn't we? Okay, this is running. This is crazy. This is very annoying. Yeah. Wow. Very annoying. But to come to somewhat of an end, let's try it one more time. Let's say we are Johannes and we are a bard now. We begin the adventure and then we save it. Well, Pedro says when you restarted, something broke, but it broke before. That's why I restarted. Okay. So Johannes is at the village square and we want to save that. Save. Okay. Oh. How unfortunate. Okay. So it worked a lot, and all it got was a different error. Well, it's at least it's an error that's that occurs sooner than the other one. Yes, this one is not contained. So this is the actual problem. We're still here to check out this integration. So what we do is put that in Jury, in the Brave mode, code. Don't think more. Let's try a different model. Yeah, tests. Let's try a different model. This one is fast. Let's see if it's really fast. We don't need to explain anything. This should be enough. Now it's going. I hope. What are we using? So Java, I think it's version. So that's the OpenJDK 21. All right. We can change that why it does its thing. This one, Oracle OpenJDK. Well, if it runs, that would be nice. The save game failure is caused by a case mismatch. Yes, because that's what you did on your last change. Returning result. Oh, no. Wait a second. Okay, so it didn't change every ID to a capital ID. Guess it missed some things, and that's one of the things it missed. That could be the case. Okay, we changed the JDK. Let's build this. Is that no, this was the Maven error, so we don't have any errors now. That is pretty cool. So maybe Maven is using, no, it shouldn't. Maybe I thought maybe Maven is using a different Java version, but I think it should be defined here somewhere, isn't it? No. Yeah, okay, so maybe Maven used the wrong version. Anyways, if it's working now, we are all good, but we are not at that point yet. Sources to compile, all right. Found unrock. Okay, there are a lot of warnings in this project. Here as well, right? Where was that? Here. So yeah, we should run over that at some point, but right now this is running. Again, we can do. Let's do Pedro. Just because you're so active. I love that. Feels very interactive. All right, we have this one. We want to save a game with Pedro. And the game saved successfully. Now, the real question is, will it load? Oof, that sounds great. That sounds really good. What do we do? Let's do a new game really quickly. Somebody else. Yes, this is ADFA, well, and so on. You all know it. Yes. Game loaded successfully. Okay, this one is here. Your adventure continues. Well, yes. Where was I? Repeat the last text. Haha! It worked. That's pretty cool. That's a great ending for today. So it somehow worked. Yeah, Pedro says, from what I see, it's onboarding struggles mostly. Yeah. I mean, that's You're absolutely right. These are problems that you have in the beginning of a project, and if you work with it for a couple of days or weeks, then you are completely fine. Great. So that was it, basically. I don't have anything more to show, really. What I can do is, this is the same as last time. I'm posting my voucher for JCon. If you want to see me live, I would love to chat. I will be there on every day, I think, except no, the first day is the workshop day. I will be partially there, but on every other day I'll be there, and I have my. I can share the session really quickly. I have my session here on Tuesday, I think. Yes, in the cinema black box. I've never been there, at least not as a speaker. But I just I'm a really. I mean, I work there as well. I'm with my employer, so I have to be there anyway. But it's a really great conference. Really great people. Bruno from last time is there as well from Microsoft. Yeah, and it would be lovely to see some of you. So thank you very much for joining me today. It was a real pleasure. Pedro, thank you very much for being so active. That's really great, really fun. And hopefully see you next week. I'll try to make this more regular from now on, that I'll do this on Thursday evening, and maybe we'll see each other again. So have a great day, and see you next time, hopefully. Goodbye.